Well, hoopty ho, I'm live. Hell, give me more watch time, so I don't give a shit. If I stay for like an hour, 2 hours, more watch time for me. I gotta fix this. I don't like this. So let's see what happens tonight if anything goes good. Alex! Alex? Are you there?
Yeah, my audio not working again.
Let me see if I can turn you up more. Oh, what the hell? I don't want to do that.
If you want, you can.
Oh, you're loud. You're good. Nobody's in the chat. Oh, well. Just
Not
us.
yet.
Nope. They're probably still over there talking.
Yeah, no, I'm glad somebody went to bed.
By who?
Robert, oh my God, was he little tune today?
Tell me about it. I'm like, dude, it was like I kind in a way he wanted to hop on JV's. I said, dude, he don't know you that well. So I don't think he's gonna give you a link. So I was like, I kind of want to have a day of break from him. I love him. He's cool. I don't love him. I don't know him that well, but he's cool and shit. He just gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I
No,
know
I had
I had to put his damn chat on mute. I had to do it. Also,
I
we're gonna
had a
talk. Go ahead.
we had a break between the funeral and the burial, and I was sitting in my car, and I'm like, oh my God, he's already drinking. It's like, how early?
Yeah. But then, did you see in the chat he kept putting song lyrics up there and everything else? I just saw it, and ignored it, and I was on the phone with London, that girl London. I was on the phone with her today. I'm like, man, this guy keeps messaging. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I can put it on mute though, right? She goes, yeah. You just set the hours. So I never put anything on, the chats on mute. She told me put him on mute. I'm like, all right. So I put him on mute for like an hour, and he finally stopped.
Not
Just
to be mean, but the chat's been on mute the whole time for me because I'm in and out of appointments and everything else. So I just check my phone when I have time.
right. I don't know.
It's
He won't
nothing
see.
against you
Can he
guys.
see this?
He's
Huh?
sleeping.
Yeah, he's
Are you
sleeping.
sure?
Right. I mean, he's a good kid. I mean, he's cool. Uh-oh. Tom, go back out and come back in. I gotta put the link in the bottom chat. Let me put the link in the chat because for some reason he can't get it from like the StreamYard for some odd reason. I'm trying to fucking the fuck. There we go. Yeah, I guess certain people can't click on it.
Because
Send
they're
it.
using their phone.
Oh, there we go. Captain.
Hello. That was difficult to make work for some reason, but
You got it.
yeah, got there in
Tom,
the
click on
end.
the link. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? There he is.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey, Tom.
It wouldn't let me do it on the
Hold on.
messenger thing.
It's because you're doing it from your phone.
Hi, Aubrey.
Right.
I bet you that Colin ain't gonna hop over here.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh well.
Right. So what happened?
He got mad because Thrash said something. We were all talking good things about Colin last night. Good things
Yeah.
about him. He pops in, and I guess he was in the chat, and I guess Thrash said, "Oh, hey, Colin, you're weirdo. You're a weirdo of anything, or something like that." He said, and it was like, I'm like, I didn't see the comment, so I didn't think nothing of it until later on. He was commenting stuff in the chat, and it didn't sound like Colin. So we all thought on panel he got hacked. So he puts in a look, go back. So I looked back at the comments and I saw Thrash's comment. But I contacted Thrash today and talked to Thrash and told Thrash that he hurt Colin's feelings. So Thrash said, I'm sorry in the comments, but Colin never said sorry to me. He blocked me He unsubscribed to my YouTube channel. Yeah. So, I mean, it's up to him to make the move, but I don't know if I can accept it because he had no right getting mad at me because I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't even know the comment was there.
I,
So,
Yeah, he had no right to get mad at any of us last night because we
No.
were just trying to smooth it over after we figured it out, and he was just being a crabby old lady.
yeah. Hey, Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey. But it's
Hey, how
weird.
y'all?
I only knew anything about it because Squirrel put a comment to JV saying that Colin
How you
owed you an
doing?
apology.
Good.
You know, so
Well,
I didn't know it was doing.
because he was there. Settings.
but uh, I don't know. The last thing I want when I come up on stuff like this is fucking
Let me step out for a second. I'm
Arguments.
having technical issues over here.
Okay.
I mean, see,
Yeah, I had to touch the
infighting
mic,
and
We-
bitchiness
we
and all
weren't
that
even
that's
fighting.
bollocks. Yeah, it's weird. It's
We weren't even fighting.
but Colin's brilliant. I've nothing but time and respect for Colin, and
So
but
do I.
he
I
does
love
he,
that man.
he
Yes,
does
he's a good
sometimes
man.
he
I
sometimes
mean,
get
what?
with
Go ahead.
drinking and he can be a wee bit
Yes.
touchy and and I'm not throwing stones from a glass house. I can be an argumentative bitchy fucker in real life, but on here I try not to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not criticizing the man. I think he's great. You know, love spending. I love him being on the panel and interacting with him.
Yes.
So
I
I'm
do
not
too.
having a go, but sometimes either go one night at Raw J, because Rod made a comment, just a joke about priests, and Colin took it personally,
Yeah.
and it's
It'll take time. Let him cool off for a while, and
Oh, I got a new subscriber. Yay.
Well, see, on Monday night, me and Colin stayed on after Carla went to bed at 2:30 in the morning. It was 3:30 his time, but 2:30 my time, visiting. And then after the way he put it, it's just like, really, dude?
Look at this fool. Look at
Whoa,
this fool.
hey, look at that fool.
yeah.
Look at Hobo.
I don't even know Hobo, and I don't like him already. So
I love
I don't think
Hobo.
anybody likes hobo.
I do.
Oh, I
yeah.
do.
I'm on
He's
his
the best.
side.
But
Oh, just you.
I don't I'm gonna say one more thing and I'm gonna drop it because Hobo said to drop it. I love Colin. I have Colin's back 100%. But what hurt me the most is he never called me to talk to me, and I thought our relationship was tight like that, where if he had a problem, call me and talk to me. That night or next day. Other than that, he didn't do anything, and it hurt me. He had me blocked, and that's what killed me. So it's like, you know what? Whatever. It's his turn to make the move. So I'm not
Just let him
dwelling.
cool
Yeah,
off for a while and
It's high
see
school.
what happens.
I think it's high school play is what it is.
yeah. Look, life's too short for that
It
shit,
is.
Yeah.
and it's just I've enough of that shit in the real world. I come on this for a laugh, and
Same
to
here.
meet
Yeah.
new people, and it's just. I'm not to say Colin's one of them. Really pleased to have met Colin. He's good crack, and he's
Yes.
so I'm
Yes.
not having a go. I'm not, just guess he's watching. I'm genuinely not, sticking a knife in or anything.
No.
Not like Aubrey. He's a bit of a oh shit, he's back.
Well, shit, man. I thought everyone was coming over here.
I know a lot of people. I always say that, and a lot of people don't come over here.
Well,
Really?
Thrice said he was going to bed.
Yeah,
Jeremy
he's at a go to bed. Yeah.
said
Yeah.
he'd be over for a bit, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
kinda
have
went
to go
to
to work. I do have to. I'm not staying up, and I came over here to apologize from 2 weeks ago. I felt like I got way too drunk, man. I'm going through a tough time. Everyone does. There's a lot of people do, so I'm not pulling that out as an excuse, but I felt like I may have gotten a little too loose 2 weeks
no,
ago,
you were grand.
and
I don't
I may
remember.
have I may have offended some people, and that's not how I am. So
That's
I'll
fine.
just
You're okay,
No,
Cody. No, you're okay. Trust me, if you feel
No,
I'll let you know. You know.
I know the night you were talking about. You were grand. It was,
Yeah,
honestly, it
you're
was.
fine.
Yeah, fuck it. Like,
Two weeks ago, it was bad enough. I hadn't drank a beer in 2 weeks, man, because I felt bad. I was like, I gotta watch what I texted Jeremy. I said, man, is everything cool? And I thought they was all coming over here, so I was just gonna talk to them about it. But
He's still my. Oh, he's in the chat.
Go get him a bite to eat.
He's gonna grab a bite to eat first. That's fine. Go ahead.
grab my teeth. Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
acts-
won't be up as late as I was that night, but I think we shut it down early anyway. But
I don't
oh,
remember.
it's all relative. Albeit you have to bear in mind it's 4 o'clock over here.
everyone's in a
Sorry,
different fucking time zone anyway.
Jesus,
So,
I know.
it's actually it's 20 to 5 over here. So,
I'll be back. I gotta
um,
back.
it's like
But no,
10:15 here.
dude,
PM.
yeah,
Yeah.
you were drunk, but who gives a fuck? You know what
I
I mean?
was I was way drunk, Captain. I was not being. I was Blake drunk. We'll start using that as a term. Blake drunk.
Hey,
Oh.
Colin.
Yeah, we'll
Look.
talk over.
Calling in the chat, is it?
Yep.
I think there's a lot of people trying to join this channel that they're having technical problems.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Colin needs to come up. Colin's a good guy. No
Yeah.
Did he get the link?
matter what stupid shirt he's wearing, that Mikey Manuel shirt,
Colin's a good guy.
Hey, you're
It's in
across
the
the ocean
chat.
over there, and you're. I'm not saying that. You're playing the same shit.
He's Colin supports the team that I hate most in the whole world, and vice versa. So,
Yeah,
but
I heard that earlier. You said something about the Celtics. I was like, or he did, and I was like, fuck, I watch a lot of sports, but I do not watch those sports, man.
it's
You
it's
guys
not
are
that it's Manchester United. He's a Man United fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, and we they hate each other in Liverpool and Manchester. So, and it sort of spreads out into the football teams.
I heard you.
Is Colin in the basement? He's here.
Nope.
He's in the chat
Yeah. I didn't know if he's in the basement or not.
and he's
But
laughing.
he's in the chat. Carla, he's in the chat.
I know. I see him.
Hey, Colin.
I can't believe
We're getting a little snow here tonight.
we're getting a fucking blizzard here.
Where you at?
We live in the fucking South, man.
I'm screwed.
Southern parts of Arkansas, almost Louisiana.
Oh wow. We're
We've
supposed to get.
We've probably got 4 to 6 inches snow on the ground.
Yeah, we're supposed
you
to
can
get
keep
like
it.
3 to 6.
We
but
didn't even get that.
we
You
got,
keep
we
that.
got a little bit now, but it's supposed to be 3 to 6 by morning.
Back in a second. Need to go pee.
Now, if
You
that
can
snow
keep
comes
that.
my way, Aubrey, I'm gonna make a video and blame it all on you. I blame the last one on Chatio.
Well, we're only supposed to get a dusting, but it's going to be really cold. It's supposed to be in the single digits tomorrow.
Are you shitting me? It didn't say that.
That's what James heard.
Usually, if the
James is high.
local
James-
weather usually says you're going to get a dusting, you're probably going to get fucking snowed in.
Yeah.
18 now.
I wouldn't mind getting
Yeah, I'm
snowed
talking
in
about
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
Damn, 14. Holy shit.
It's going to be
No, we're
cold.
supposed to get in the 20s. 22. Up to 22 at 10 p.m. The highest is 25. That's around 4 or 5. That's the highest. That's not even good enough.
On Sunday, we're supposed to be in the 50s.
Yeah, I
Next-
saw that.
Next week, 50s and 60s, starting Sunday.
Tomorrow we're supposed to be in the 50s, and then Sunday, Monday we're supposed to be back in the 20s.
Wow. Crazy.
I'll move to a warmer state like Hawaii. Tomorrow we're supposed to be in the 50s.
Hey,
and then
Colin.
Hi,
Sunday, Monday,
Colin.
back in the 20s.
Hey,
Colin jumped in.
guys.
Wow.
I thought the whole crew was
Crazy.
coming over here.
Well, JP said he's gonna get some food.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kelly.
like
Hey,
14
yes,
people
yes.
watching.
I've known him. I've known him for 20 years. Yes, he has to get something. It's after 10 here, 10 p.m. He
Yeah.
has to get something to eat, and he'll be back.
He's there's Collins.
Hey,
Hi,
Captain.
Colin.
I was ripping the back out
Carla.
of you.
Aubrey,
Colin, what's up, brother?
Alex. What's going on, brothers? Sister.
Aubrey, I have a proper genuine question for you.
Yes, sir.
Says you're slightly more sober tonight, and we
I-
revisited the Queen versus Beatles thing last night in Chario's, and it was good fun.
That's still your. Yep.
Who
I know where you're going with
if you had to choose,
Uh-uh.
and obviously the correct answer is Queen. Who would you pick?
Oh man, it depends on what you're going through in life at that moment.
I said that. I agree with that.
That's
I didn't
all.
hear
I mean,
you
is
say
that
that.
not the answer to all music though?
Basically, yes, it is.
It's what we're all going through at that moment, you know. And
That must have been an interesting discussion. I'd love to hear that.
those are two epic bands. So yeah, I can't say that. It depends where I am. I've always picked my music on where I am in life. And it's just what I like. I like music based on where I am in life, not what other people
Yeah.
like or think is famous at the time.
Mm-hmm. Aubrey,
well-
you're... Sorry, Captain.
No, so this is time delay. It's shit. I did say that last night. I love the Beatles, but at the minute, Queen's more important to me. You know, I'm more into Queen at the minute. I've loved the Beatles my whole life.
Well, I like the
As far
Beatles,
as
but it's just
technicality, if I wanted to go see like a master, like Jeremy, he's like a what did I call him?
Virtuoso.
He wasn't just a musician, man. He's a master of the instrument. Like he can master a guitar. He knows. I don't know how many scales. It's crazy. So I call him like the master of that instrument. So if you like want to go see like technical stuff, I would say Queen any day of the week over there. You know, but emotional side of it and where I am in life, what you want to hear, that's a whole different thing, man.
Yeah, I'm the same. Music can determine my whole day. If I'm driving to work at like 5:30 in the morning, you know, I be listening to fucking Lionel Richie or Gareth Brooks ballads.
You'll catch yourself listening to things that you didn't even know you liked. You know, you're like,
Right.
this fits perfect right now. This fits perfect. That's art, man. That's art.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in it for 29 years. I didn't believe in art. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's sad. Car's over like, I don't hear
We should have played this for Thrash earlier.
it is, you know.
Do you ride the finest horse I've ever seen? I'm 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. Thank you, Tom. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm there, right there, buddy. I'm
Wow,
right
that's
there
good,
where that
Colin.
song right there.
Just
Where
sharing.
I'm at.
Run your claw along my gut one last time while you turn to face an empty space where you used to lie. And look for the spark that lights the night through the teardrops in your eyes. Ride on, sea.
I like how they
I could
position their
never
vocals.
go with you no matter how I
Vocals.
wanted to.
They don't do that in American music.
Ride on, sea. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to.
Carla, how you doing back there? This is Carla's channel, man.
Sorry, I just had to share that one. So, just a thought.
That was good, Colin.
Thank you for the lighter, Tom. That was perfect.
Colin.
Uh-huh.
That was good. I liked it.
Thank you, Tom.
Mr.
Yes,
Mr.
Kevin.
McManaman, you being
Yes.
a fellow Irishman and all that there,
Uh-huh.
there's a song that it's very important to me. It's a song that reminds me of my dad,
Mm-hmm.
called Belfast. You know it?
Oh,
By
man.
Barnbrack.
I know Barnbrack. I don't know it like off the top they play, but
YouTube, it's all about,
Yeah.
you know, Cave Hill and stuff like that, you know. It always
Yeah.
reminds me of my dad, 'cause but my aunt moved to Georgia when we were kids. And it always just sort of sinks in because he sent it to her. And it's not the greatest song in the world, but it's,
Everett.
Yep.
yeah, but it's something special. It's with you always. No,
Yeah,
you
just-
can't.
just always reminds me of him, and it's just
That's
talking
what,
about.
That's what real music does. It
Yeah,
captures
and
the moments in your life, and you never forget them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just talking about, you know,
You
just
forget them, and
places
you hear
in
that song, and
Belfast
you
and-
remember it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, you mentioned Cave Hill and places like that. I
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a song. I say just YouTube it. You know, it might be something. Be something maybe the odd of your repertoire.
Yeah.
It isn't the best song in the world. It just isn't. It is to
Mhm.
me because it
Man,
reminds me of
honestly,
him.
that's
Everett.
something. JV, man, that guy's an expert. He knows every song. It doesn't matter where that fucking song was written. He knows it.
No,
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
called him out. Him and Thrash are both listening to Crowded House now because I
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Kevin, you got those. You got them on to some great music.
Yeah. There's a song Aubrey called "Better Be Home Soon" by Crowded House.
I
And
need to
it's,
hear.
Yeah.
it's one of the best songs you'll ever hear. Sorry, that I've ever heard. Sorry.
I-
Mhm.
And it's a great song.
I watch some of the YouTube videos with you guys that I don't get to jump into, and so what I'll do when I'm watching them, I'll Google these songs you guys are talking about, you know, because I feel like I've missed the boat for several decades because some of these songs are, especially that show that he had, Jeremy had with the brackets. And you guys were voting on the bands and the songs.
Right.
That
Y'all
was a
brought
good
up some-
night.
Y'all brought up songs that, man, I had to fucking look them up, and I was like, oh, okay.
Me
When
too.
you hear the song, you
I've done
remember,
that.
but the name of the song, you don't fucking remember that, you know. But I
Yeah.
remember you hear it, you're like, oh, okay, now I know what they were talking about, and
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Joe
I
Everett.
wish
Joe
he would do
Everett.
some more.
Thank you, brother.
some more
Thank
of
you,
those.
brother. Joe Everett. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because I think
Oh, shit.
music's a very personal thing. You know,
Mhm.
it's what I like, and I can be a bit of a snob about my music. I hate people listening to dance music and stuff, and just to me, it's just fucking electronic shite.
It is. Basically,
Dancing
it
with the
is.
Stars.
Yeah, and all that nonsense. And
Yeah.
But it's each to their own. It's whatever makes you fucking happy at the end of the day, and whatever fucking triggers a
Yes.
memory. And
Yep.
Okay, so Captain, I have a question. Hey, Mike, I got a question. So if you want to get up dancing and moving around, what music do you listen to?
I don't really dance. I do a mean speed wobble. That's about the height of it, you know.
Well, like you do it by yourself, like if you, because I know, like I get self-conscious when I dance, I can't dance. But when you're self-conscious and you're like by yourself, nobody's around.
Mike.
No, when I was younger and I used to go out, I don't know. I mean, I was going out during the fucking Britpop era, so wait a minute. There was a bar in Belfast called Lavery's we used to go to,
Yeah.
and used to be Oasis and Ocean Colour Scene, and so that's another band I got Jeremy not listening to, Ocean Colour Scene, you know, and Blur and all that sort of stuff. Anything with a fucking beat and a rhythm, and you know, some of the best nights out. One of Christmas dinners we had in work, there was a wee 2-piece band playing Beatles numbers all night, and hopefully Blake's not listening to this, but you know, they're playing Beatles numbers all night, and it's hard not to get up and move to that sort of thing, you know. So,
There's some Beatles songs I get up and dance to. I mean, come on.
yeah. Oh, I love the Beatles. You know, I love the Beatles. Yeah, especially their early stuff. That very simplistic. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
seemingly simplistic rock and roll stuff. You know that there's more complicated chord changes and stuff that the musical members of the panel will talk about than a lot of us realised. Some of the chord progressions they put in their songs was groundbreaking and relatively tricky to play. I'm, you know,
And today today it's all fake. It's not
Yeah.
It is.
humanly capable of. It's you
The
know,
music that
digital.
nowadays is shit. Unless the country music. I like the country music, but the fucking music that they got playing around now is just shit.
yeah, it's bland, dull. I mean, you hear shit played, and it could be any one of 20 so-called superstars because it's all
Yeah.
shit put through a computer. There's no one exception.
It's all
If you
blended.
listen, if you listen to Adele sing, you can hear Adele's
Oh
imperfections.
man, she sings straight up. It's from emotional state
Yeah.
of heart.
But you can
State of
hear
heart. And that's why everybody says she's so good. Well, I said she's not faking. She's not copying anybody.
yeah.
She's singing who she is and
Yeah.
throwing it out. You know,
There-
what makes
there's
her so
no,
good, man.
yeah, exactly. There's no autotune when you hear her singing. You can hear, and that's why I didn't like live music. See, when I was younger, I was
Man,
very
I
much
love it.
put the CD on. I don't want to hear them live. The older I got, the more I love. I mean, I've seen hundreds of gigs now. You know, I haven't been in a wee while, but I've seen hundreds of bands playing, and I know I've a load of live
But they-
DVDs there.
Could have been the
And-
bagpipes, maybe. That
You know, bagpipes is maybe
you
different.
fucking couldn't stand.
Well, a lot of the early AC/DC has bagpipes in it because of the
Yes.
Scottish.
Oh
Because there's
man, I like every. I was a percussionist, so I love every instrument. I played in real bands, you know, big bands, orchestras and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I started, and I didn't know that, you know, when I learned as I got into a teenager, you know, you could go off and play in like a 4-man band and stuff. But I like the bagpipes and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I
See, I mean,
sound-
I can see it. You know, it's overdone.
Oi.
It is.
I have to be very touchy with what I'm saying because I don't want to piss anybody off.
No, not at all. No, it's all music.
Look, the guys. I mean, I've said this before. I've no secret. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. But one of the most beautiful tunes in the world to me is "Abide with Me."
Oh,
You
that's
know,
beautiful.
and you know, and it's an FA Cup song. Colin, if you remember, they played every FA Cup final over here. But when you hear that done on bagpipe, you know, some of the bagpipe bands play it.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck,
Wow.
it's a great sound, you know.
It is.
And I
Bagpipe is
just-
good sound.
Hairs in the back of your neck, Captain.
Yeah.
Hairs in the back of your neck, that's for sure. I remember they sang it at George Best's funeral.
I
You know?
hated George Best. I hated him.
Because they play for Man United.
No, not just that. Yes, partially because that, but he was a waste of talent.
Oh yeah, all right.
He could have been the greatest of all time, but he isn't because he was a dick. He was a drunk. He was an alcoholic, and crucially, he was a wife beater.
I may know him.
Oh really?
He was a wife beater, and the man had two
Oh,
livers.
Not that.
No, they gave him 2 liver transplants because
Wow.
of who he was, and he wasted
Damn.
both of them because he was a dick.
And why?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why they
Argue. He was the guy. You all know Pele. Everybody knows Pele. Who a lot of people say he's the greatest footballer. If you ask Pele who was the greatest footballer of all time, he used to say George Best.
Right.
And Geordie Best was a great footballer. He was from Belfast, and unfortunately he played for United.
No.
But, you know, but he was an alcoholic. He retired. He had to quit early because he couldn't get off the drink. He drank, and he went through 2 livers, and he beat his wife. And to me, that's unforgivable.
That's what took him out. That's what took him out. Beating his wife, because I've known guys that lived to be 85 years
Make
old.
a fist, Carla.
That I never saw that didn't have a
It's about
beer in
drinking
their
and ruining
fucking
2
hand.
livers.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they were not mean people. They were the happy drunks, you know.
Look,
That's how I am. I'm a happy drunk.
yeah. Look, I pick careful. My dad's.
I'm always a happy drunk.
I've always
you
been.
are.
Yes.
I'm a sleepy
Since I was a
drunk.
kid, I knew.
A
that-
sleepy drunk.
I don't remember my dad enough. My dad died when I was. Mom and dad separated when I was about 10, and my dad died when I was 18. So I didn't get to know him enough. But the couple of things I know about him is when he used to drink whiskey, he got violent.
Yeah.
Hey,
Whiskey
you know,
can do-
Captain, I think your
and-
dad,
I had a
your
buddy
dad
like
must have
his
known my
was
dad.
like-
But you have to
Yeah.
remember. But an important thing about it, I have to remember, he got violent. But my dad was Irish middleweight boxing champion. He had no right to be lifting his hand to anybody. You know, this was a man that grew up on the shore road of Belfast. That was working class, was proper hard, like say Irish middleweight boxing champion. You know,
Yeah.
but when he drank whiskey, he got violent. I
Yeah.
don't drink whiskey.
Yeah, no, Captain, I don't drink it either. You know, and no,
Me either, brother.
you're exactly right what you say, because
I do.
whiskey. You know, they say they call it the devil's water. You know what I mean?
Yes.
See, with whiskey, when I drink it, I don't get mean. I get drunker, but I'm still a happy drunk. That's one thing. That's the thing that worries me, because my dad Captain, my dad passed away when I was 7. And I miss that man so much. The only thing he did was he verbally abused my mom, which that's nothing. That's still bad. That is still bad. But if my mom needed him for anything, they were divorced and he moved out. So if my mom needed him, she would let him move back in to take care of me. Like, she needed him to watch me. He was going to babysit. He was there for me. He was there for my mom. He always loved my mom, and he was there. But I think what it was my aunt that would what do you call that? Like, get him angry to pick on my mom. That's what my aunt would do. So they would get together. My aunt and my dad would sit there and be at each other, and then they would sit there and go pick my mom.
Instigated it.
She'd agitate.
Yeah, but the
She's
thing is,
probably-
my dad's
she's probably a
been
borderline bitch.
Who?
Your aunt.
She is.
Probably a borderline personality disorder bitch.
Fucking hit it right on the damn nail.
Yeah.
But my dad has been there. He's always been there for me. But I miss my father to this day. I need that man. But he cool. Oh, cool. But he would sit here and he would sit here and drink like Sigram 7.
That's why I'm still
B.O.
here.
He would sit here and drink all this hard liquor, and he would drink Budweiser. Is what he would drink.
Yeah.
You know, that's and when it was the alcohol. And he, because I remember memories when I was younger of him getting my mom and him fighting. I remember that. And the thing is that I think with me, when I drink, I'm a happy drunk. I think I get that. I don't get that from my dad because my dad was always a mean drunk. But he's never hit me. He's never yelled at me or nothing. He's never hit my mom. He's yelled at my mom. Him and my mom would argue a lot. And I think I get that from my mom because I argue with Joseph a lot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad.
I guess the worst part with me is if I drink, I don't touch any whiskey because I had enough best friends tell me that I go on I'm not mean. I go on I'm jumping in a fucking subway, man, full throttle. You know,
Yeah.
shit, stars are going by. I don't stop. But the people that care about you, they feel like they're being neglected if you drink too much or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's whiskey, beer, and
Yes. See, I get that. Obviously, I I'm not an aggressive guy. Not physically. You know, I've
Yeah.
said repeatedly. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3" and I'm there's pounds. You know, which won't. You know, so I'm a big guy, and I come from a family of people that can handle themselves. But I'm about as hard as butter. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not good with these. I'm very good with my mouth. You know, and I don't mean that. I don't mean blowjobs for anybody.
Yeah, man. I got you. Yeah, it's hard to text. It's hard to text those things in chat, and people
Yeah.
will not be like, "Is this?" That's what earlier I was doing that. I was like, they're gonna think I'm, but whatever.
No, but
But you're
no,
cool. I like you on here. You're cool. When you're
Yeah,
drinking, you're funny.
I'm very good verbally.
I just don't
you
need
know.
to drink too much. Like 2 weeks ago, that was
But
embarrassing.
I
And I need to
know.
get
I
off.
didn't think you did
Look,
anything wrong.
honestly,
You're
look,
good. Aubrey.
get over it. It's grand.
Yeah, you're good.
It's
You're good.
Yeah, you didn't do
but
nothing wrong.
what I do
Someone-
when I get annoyed with people and when I get annoyed with things, I go quiet. And the last thing I need is people coming at me when I go quiet. Because generally, when I get pissed off, I go quiet. If I'm left alone for 20 minutes, half an hour, I come round again. You know.
Yep.
But if people start coming around going, because I had it at work's Christmas dinner
Shaking you
years
up.
ago. A guy didn't like. Somebody annoyed me, so I fucked off to the next room, and I was sitting drinking on my own. And the people who knew me come over, "You all right?" I went, "Yeah, I'll be all right. Just leave me alone." But this guy didn't like. Come over, and he put his arm around me. Oh, come on in, mate. And I went, "Look, do us both a favor and fuck right off." You know.
That's one of those guys. Yeah, trying to be your friend, but he's kind of the one that started, kind of got you where you are.
I never liked him from the minute I met him. You know.
Hey,
So
Captain, Hobo wants you to call him. That's what it
no
says
way.
right there.
I told Hobo I don't like him. He can fuck right off.
So you're telling him, fuck off.
No, but this one guy, all I needed was left alone. If I'd have been left alone for 15 or 20 minutes, I'd have had a couple of drinks. I would have been back to the party. It would have been okay. But this one guy annoyed me to the point where I got up and choked him and got through out of my Christmas dinner and stuff. And it's not like me because I'm not that guy. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm normally a happy drunk. If things piss me off.
Well, something must have pissed you off. I mean, it takes a lot. You know?
Yeah, he should have just left Captain alone. You know, leave well alone.
Yeah, and
You know?
and it was a guy I just didn't like from the minute I met it because he look, they put him in my office because it was a guy I worked with. They put him in my office his first day, and because they needed a desk for him. And after about 20 minutes, I went out to his boss. I went, "Look, do me a favor, get that wanker to my office because he's a dick." And I said it in front of him, and I said it in front of everybody. I went, "Get that wanker into my office because he's an arsehole." And I just never took to him. But like I say, I'm not aggressive. This sort of I'm not a throw a punch sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Far from it. I'll run a mile from physical confrontation. I'm not a fighter, but verbally I'll spar with anybody. Except maybe Squirrel. Squirrel might take me. I'm not.
Oh, Squirrel, yeah. He's a funny guy.
Squirrel's awesome.
He reminds me of some comedians I grew up watching. He can come up with some funny stuff.
And just out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here, guys. We'll see you tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh,
See
we're
you,
gonna be on
Brian.
during the day tomorrow.
East
You're gonna
Coast.
be here. Hey
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian,
dude.
Yeah.
we'll be on here during the day tomorrow. Probably after 2 for like maybe a couple hours, and then Dave is going on at normal time, and he's gonna be up here doing his thing until I get back.
Okay, I'll probably see y'all tomorrow night then because
All
I'll
right.
be at work tomorrow when y'all are on here
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
All right, Brian. Good seeing you, Brian.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
see
bye.
you later.
See you,
Yeah,
Brian.
dude.
Okay, see you, Tom, Captain Aubrey,
Good to
Nice.
meet you, brother.
Alex.
Yep, see you, bud.
Colin.
So Aubrey,
Oh,
you're like a proper musician. Are you lead guitarist? Are you rhythm? Are you?
No, Jeremy or Jay would be the JV. He is the lead guitarist, man. That guy's a I don't know how he. I've met a lot of people. I've been all over the United States. I've never been overseas, but I've met guys from Australia and stuff that came over here that like are immaculate guitar players, and I've never seen anybody that plays as good as that guy. He can.
Yeah.
It's not just he doesn't just know how to play what he does. He can play every instrument in the band. I mean, that's
Really?
what makes him good. Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people, some
The
people are
guy
like
can sit
that.
down and play the fucking drum set, man. I mean, he's a master. He's a master of the music, and
Mhm.
it's you know, I don't want to. I'm not going to give a lot of details. He can tell you guys, but I mean, he grew up like the Carters. Do you guys know who the Carters are
Oh yeah.
from the Johnny Cash days?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
June
whole
Carter.
fucking
and all that,
family, the whole family plays from 5-year-old boy. He's playing. He doesn't even know he's playing. You know,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I'm definitely not a lead guitar player. I think, to be honest, I'm kind of like Colin is. If I just focused on my heart and what I really like to do, it is the singing. But I do not want to just stand there and hold a mic. I want to play I want to play like an acoustic guitar. I want to
Right.
feel that instrument before I sing. You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
and that's the only reason I do sing. That's it. That's the only reason I ever even started. It wasn't because I was trying to be an American fucking idol or somebody on
Right.
fucking TV or and I was thinking about this before we jumped over to Carla's channel. Uh, there are singers that will outdo any these immaculate bands you guys that were talking about, like on Jeremy's channel, Rolling Stones, like the epic bands ever. There are singers out there that will outdo them left and right, but there aren't musicians. You know what I mean? They're just
Yeah.
singers. They
See,
can't do it all. They can't sit down and it's not coming from the heart, man. They're
Right.
copying stuff.
See, I agree wholeheartedly. So we did this thing on Shadow's channel last night about the musicians, and it got all the. Sorry, we're talking about guitarists and stuff. Because Axe was. He sort of said that Queen are more performers and musicians, and I disagreed because I think Brian May's, arguably one of the greatest guitarists. You know, although coming from a fan's point of view, not a musician.
Right, yeah.
And I've stressed that because there's guys that are more technically proficient, but and that led me to my point. My favorite guitarist of all
Thin
time.
Lizzy, that dude could fucking.
Well, yeah, but for me, there's much more technically proficient guitarists than Angus Young, but
Yeah.
Angus Young is my favorite guitarist because he's AC/DC and because of what he plays, because it touches my soul. But I know there's guys like Stevie Vai and other guys that probably would be quicker and more technically sound.
Yeah.
Zach Wilde is a
Good night.
boring prick. Very, very good guitarist, but his music's dull. And I saw him live, and he is one pretentious, boring fucker.
Egocentric motherfucker.
Yeah, look, he had us. We were in a crowd of 80,000 people, and he played the most boring, pretentious, show-off
Yeah.
stuff instead of playing some of his hits and getting people on board.
Playing from the heart, man.
Yeah, he just showed off, and that's where
Yeah.
when it comes to it, just and that's why I keep saying it. Music's about heart.
Oh yeah, but
more
Oh, much
more
better.
than anything else, So,
Yeah. I hear you.
and that's
Carla,
why
is the sun in your house?
No, but the fucking computer's bugging my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
Is that an
That'd be
invitation?
Joel's problem.
I'm surprised Blake hasn't jumped on here.
His internet's fucked.
Yeah, that's right. His internet's fucking banjo.
Them. What the fuck? How the
I
He
need
was
fuck?
only-
that. I need that chair Tom sitting in because I've been standing up here for about an hour or 2, 3 hours.
Are you standing, Aubrey?
Yeah, well, I've been standing for a long time, man, because I'm trying to keep my calories and
Uh-huh.
I'm getting old, man.
Oh,
And I just gotta keep moving around and stuff, you know.
yeah. No, I hear you.
What
See,
the hell?
Aubrey,
Fuckers.
Jeremy's doing part 2 of the music debate. He's still going to do the American bands. Text him and ask him to make sure you're invited in. 'Cause
Yeah, do
you-
you think he something's? He said earlier though he had to shut it down by 10 o'clock. I think he may have. I think he's on call with his job,
yeah,
and I think he's trying to not go too far, you know, drinking and stuff.
he said.
Fluffy up here.
Yeah, he sent me a message. He was going to do because we did part 1, which was the UK bands of the 60s and 70s. He's going to do an American equivalent of it, you know. So he's got a lot of it worked out.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
I broke them.
Yeah,
I broke them out for that accident.
Yeah,
You know, I wasn't even drinking that night, and that he needs to do more of that music bracket because I think he had a lot of spectators. You know, I found myself watching the damn thing from front to back, and I was
Yeah.
actually impressed that you knew all that, and I was really impressed that Blake knew 2 bands. I was like, that's amazing. You guys,
Yeah.
y'all
Only
know
2
way
bands?
more about music history than I do.
Wait,
No,
Blake
That-
only
that's
knows
where-
2 bands?
That's where I guess Captain was
Blake
asking
only
me,
knows the Beatles.
was I a lead guitar player? I'm like, look, man, I just fell into these guys on accident, and I was a what do they call it? Bubblegum rocker. You know, just what's on TV today. We were learning that, you know, and I had some friends. We were learning those songs and stuff, and I met these guys, and they know all this classical stuff, and I was like, wow. I learned a lot, you know, playing with them, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Jeremy does. I mean, he's a fantastic guitarist. You know, he's a good singer as well. I think everybody talks
He-
about his guitar playing, but I've
He
seen him.
masters the fretboard, definitely.
Yeah, but when you hear him doing, he does some of the stuff, and I think that's him and I sort of clicked a wee bit because sort of Blake mentioned this to me because I knew Paul Weller, and
Oh yeah.
And- Jeremy didn't know an awful lot of people that knew Paul Weller because he's not a massive star in America, where he's a big star here. And we're talking about because
I'm pretty
think
sure
Blake,
I know who he is because of Jeremy. I think
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
and that's what I said because I've got Jeremy listening to a band called Ocean Color Scene, and they're because Paul Weller's considered he's the mod father because he's always in the mod music, rather than the rock side. And a lot of Americans know Oasis because Oasis made it
Yeah.
quite big over there. And I
Yeah.
said to him, look, try Ocean Color Scene. They're sort of in between Paul Weller and Oasis. They've got that mod
Paul
vibe when you
Weller
listen to stuff, and they're a great band. We listen to the Riverboat song and The Circle and The Day We Caught the Train and Colin. I'm not sure when. I think you probably heard them here before you moved over there, but they were
Mhm.
really
yeah.
big here during the pit
Yeah,
pop.
man. Paul Weller,
Absolutely.
you do something to me. That was one of my favorite songs I played with Jeremy. That
Yeah.
was Jeremy's favorite song, man. He sings that song, man.
Yeah, and he's
He
brilliant at
sings
it.
that song, and it'll make your skin fucking stand up on the back of your neck, man.
But
It's
that's
so
what I'm
good.
saying. But
Yes.
everybody talks about Jeremy's guitar playing, but his voice is really good.
No, he sings that song phenomenal. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
and
awesome.
I think that's where his genius is.
Oh.
He picks the songs that suit his voice.
Who did the wider shade of pale? That was a
Pro-
difficult
Harlem.
fucking
Procol
song.
Harlem.
That
Procol
was,
Harlem.
that's one of his. I think that's one of his favorite musicians.
That's a great song.
He would never
Brilliant.
say
I love
that,
it.
but I think, and that was a very difficult fucking song to play. Everybody thinks, oh, well, I'll learn how to play that song. So you sit down with one instrument, right? You sit down with one instrument, try to do that as like a quintet of guys. So you learn your
Yeah.
part, you learn your part, you learn your part, and we're all gonna hit this shit like perfect, you know.
Yeah,
And
but I,
he could nail that song.
yeah,
That Paul Weller
but
you're talking about, he could sing the
yeah,
fuck out of that
I'm
song.
saying this. He's not in the chat. He's not watching or anything. But so I'm not trying to blow smoke up his ass.
Yeah,
But
I can't even see the chat. So I'm
he's
talking to you, brother.
yeah. From what I've seen of his stuff, and I've seen him doing a lot of stuff now because Blake shares his stuff and all, and I've subscribed to his music channel.
Yeah,
He's smart enough as a musician to pick the stuff that suits his voice,
Mhm.
and therefore, like, so the Paul Weller song's brilliant. He does,
Yeah.
the Van Morrison one. Fuck, what is it? Into the Mystic, I think, is the one he's done.
Oh my God, yeah, that song's that song's hard
And
as
he's
fuck to
great
play
at that. And he's done. Is it Along Comes Mary, the Jimi Hendrix one? But he picks the stuff that suits his voice, and that's a smart musician. You know, there's
Yeah.
no point.
Yeah,
we-
yeah.
I mentioned last
Colin
night.
does that. I bet he
Yeah,
Oh,
does.
yeah. Colin,
Well,
Colin does
you
great
find
stuff.
it's not just such that
Thank you.
it fits your voice, it fits your soul. You know?
Yeah. Good points.
But and
Thank you.
I'm sort of repeating myself because we were talking last night about it when we were having the Queen, the Beatles debate, and one of the things that made me so appreciative of Freddie Mercury and Queen. After he died, they had the big Freddie Mercury concert, right? And you had Metallica and you had Elton John and you had all the big stars in the world played Wembley for the Freddie Mercury concert, tribute concert.
When
But-
did he die?
Oh fuck! I'm not very good at dates. It was.
Who was it?
I think
Freddie
it was
Mercury?
Must be at
late
least.
'80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, late '80s.
Yeah.
But
So
Metallica and all the
Alexa.
bands.
When did
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury die?
Freddie Mercury died on November 24th, 1991, at the age of 45
Oh my
years.
God.
Right.
Okay.
91.
Well,
Wow.
the reason I ask is I went to a big convention a decade ago, like right at 10 years ago, and the Queen was there, and they played, but it must have been like a replacement, but
Yeah.
it was fucking badass. And I remember when we got it was a damn car show, man, and they were auctioning off these $100,000 cars and shit. And I just
Yeah.
stopped. It was just a thing in town in the convention center, and I stopped, and we decided to walk through there. And I was like, they had their banner up there, and they fucking Queen. So we stayed and listened, and it was good. But I didn't know them. So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
younger, man. So I didn't
Yeah.
grow up with them. And
Yeah,
but it was badass. I was impressed. I was,
But
Mhm.
the,
we
re-
watched it.
the reason I mentioned that concert repeatedly is James Hetfield, and all sorts of guys that all loved Queen, all picked certain songs to sing.
Yeah.
but had to
Queen's always
change-
gonna win the popularity contest.
No, but most of them had to change what they were singing because they couldn't do Freddie's vocal
They
range.
couldn't model
couldn't-
him, man.
They couldn't
Yeah.
do what he did. So loads of them changed what they were doing at the last minute. For a Freddie Mercury tribute concert because they couldn't
Maybe
do Queen songs justice. And to me, that
maybe
speaks
it's a
volumes.
God-given. Maybe it's
Yeah.
God sin, man.
And that's what I'm saying about. I mean, I'm not comparing Jeremy with Freddie. I'm not, and I don't mean in disrespect to
Oh,
Jeremy.
I get where you're going with this. Yeah.
But
yeah.
but he picks the songs that
He's got
suits
the
his
vein,
voice.
man. He's the vein. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's such a
Yeah, I
good
already
musician.
know
He
that.
knows what suits him. He knows what songs he can sing well. He knows what he's good at.
You need to sit in the same room with him. You're over here.
What?
Your face
Someday,
is melting
hopefully.
off. Your face is melting off, and it's just nuts, man. And you hear him.
Amazing.
If you ever get to catch him like let loose, he's not amazing. I was blessed
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah, see, I mean, I love live music now. I didn't when I was younger. Didn't appreciate it, but now I because I like the imperfections. I like the quirkiness. I like the weird things. I like and the memories it gives you. Cardi, you said about Cardi's gone. God damn it! You said about dancing.
Well, she stepped out. We're
uh,
talking. We're not even paying attention to her. I mean,
I know.
she's running this.
one of my best memories of a live gig is ironically the first festival I went to 2010 at Download. Billy Idol was playing, and it
Oh,
just
yeah.
started. It was a Sunday, and it started to absolutely pelt down. The rain was really heavy, but I was drunk. Surprisingly enough, I was paced, and
That's me the last 20, 30 years.
yeah, and Stan and me and the mate, to fucking 2 6'3" fucking hairy blokes, standing dancing in the fucking rain, the fucking white wedding and stuff, and it was
Oh,
You see,
hey,
I'm not
little
a
sister,
dancer. I was
what?
always
Yeah.
I want to go in the back
Brilliant.
and play something. I
um,
was never the dancer. My dad was the dancer.
me either.
Dad
No, me
liked to
either.
dance, and I was like, I don't, Dad. I like to play.
I got
music."
3 left feet.
But when you've been drinking for 4 or 5 days straight and you're standing in the field and it's raining and Billy Idol's
Been
playing, it just seemed like the thing to do. But it's a
Yeah.
memory that it's in there, and every time I hear that song, it's like, oh fuck that, that was Donington, 2010,
Uh-huh.
and
You think?
fuck some of the daft stuff, and music evokes so much memories, and that's why I think I like it.
Oh yeah, man. It'll bring stuff that you don't want to come into you.
Oh,
I've lost people. Everybody has, man. That's one thing I have learned as I've gotten older is this Debbie stuff that I would get into. Oh, woe is me! I lost this person. There are so many people out there that have lost. Everyone has lost somebody, and
yeah, Aubrey.
some music will trigger that shit, man. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go
Aubrey,
ahead, Carl.
Aubrey, you're spot on. Because and
Sorry,
we can
I
all.
really do go for a pee.
Right, no,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step
Okay,
out.
we can all attest to this. There's sometimes I'll hear a
Carter.
song and I can almost smell where I was
Oh yeah,
back in those days.
yeah, because
can-
it's
I can almost smell it.
yes, sir. I
You know
was
that-
in a yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
I was in a car crash when I was 2 weeks old of 16 years of age. And I flipped a car and I went into a coma, and I was in a coma for 5.5 days. And I woke up and they said, I can't believe you're still alive. So everything you're saying is exactly right. They taught me that. They said your brain will learn these
Yeah.
stimuluses to certain
Right.
things. Well, I learned that music does the same thing, man. You will taste
Yeah.
that fucking song.
Hey, man, brother.
It's crazy. You'll remember the smell of the fucking car you were riding with that girl in
Yeah.
1993. It's nuts.
Yep. Yeah.
And people think I'm nuts, but I'm like, I probably am, man.
That's
But
But you're
true.
still around.
You know
Yeah.
what, Aubrey? I want to tell you something with the smell. I can still smell my mom, and she's still alive today, but I can still smell my mom's Charlie. She used to wear the perfume Charlie and the hint of cigarettes with it. And I remember that smell because my mom used to wear that Charlie, wearing makeup, looking beautiful, going to work. She always looked beautiful going to work. And I remember that smell to this day because that was like when things were simple, easy, and I was happy. Yes, I was a kid, but it was like
Yeah.
I want to go back to that. I don't want to be an adult and where I'm at right now. I want to go back. So
Yeah, I
that
got something.
scent sticks with me a lot.
Yeah. No, smells are powerful.
And I don't think
You know-
I ever told her that.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Me neither. Why the hell are you farting then?
No, my this is going back to like 2002.
Let me fix
You know,
this.
don't grow up trap.
Yeah, you can't see the its. There it is.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, don't grow up. It's a trap, right?
It's a trap. I got.
Yeah, it is a trap. I agree.
I feel like that
Fuck
every
it
day.
is. Gotta get up, make sure the kids are fed, make sure the bills are paid, your house is fixed.
But the kids give you reason, because like I have, my daughter was everything I had, and
Oh
and
yeah,
she's
my
gone.
kids-
She's gone, and then you realize how important,
Mm-hmm.
They give you a little bit of flame in the morning to get up and do something for them.
Right. No. Yeah. Exactly.
Some of us would know that, Colin, would we?
Yeah.
S-
No.
some
No.
Of us, some of us
No,
never bred.
And I'm gonna tell you, the fatality of that is the guys that have think they were doomed because of it, and they don't realize they were blessed. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But there are some guys
anyway,
out
Carla,
there
I'm not
that
trying to steal your thunder over there. Go on and vent.
no, you're not. But there are some guys out there that sat here and breeded and don't want nothing to do with the breeding they did. Right?
There's too many people breeding.
All
There's too
men
many
like
people.
to breed, but none of them
No.
kids. You know.
Too
I
many
would
people
say
have kids.
90%. Oh, I can't really say that. I would say 75% of the men take care of their kids. The other 25 or whatever don't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
probably
don't
more
help
than
the
that.
mother. Probably
Yeah.
more than that. I don't know.
No, I think you're overestimating. I think there's so many fuckwits now that have kids, and the kids almost raise themselves, and I don't think it's right. I don't think it's
Yes.
fair.
That's what's wrong with the world right now.
And the same
Yes,
with the women,
sir.
too. Like,
Is
also,
the
I'm not
kids have
just saying
learned how
men.
to unplug because the parents are so fucked up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Look,
not just saying
You
men, the women, too. Like, the
Yes,
fathers
they're
out
all
there that
fucked
take
up.
care of their
The
kids.
women want to be
And the
teenagers
mothers
for
will-
life. The men want to do what they want to do, and
I don't know what it's like over here, but I've said it in Belfast. You have to get a license from the council to own a dog, right?
Mm.
Your dog has to be licensed, but any two fuckwits
fine.
can have a kid.
Yeah.
Tell me how
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
the same thing here.
So you have to go to the council and go, I'm fit to be a dog owner, but any two absolute fucking morons could have kids.
Yeah.
How's that
Oh,
good
yeah.
for anybody?
yeah.
Oh, we got that all over here. Some dumb idiots are not allowed to have animals, but they have kids. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like that both
Where you
here.
at?
Yeah. Maybe you
Sounds
get
like
like
you're in Northwest over there or something.
maybe you get like fucking two daddies. You know what I mean? You know what I
See,
mean? That's fucked up.
I don't think so. I'm the one that's defended. I have a cousin who he's married to a fella, and I don't
I'm
like
gonna
the
step
cousin.
out
Don't get me
for a
wrong.
quick-
And he's
Right.
married to somebody. It's not for me. You know, I'm not saying that.
Right.
But they've adopted a wee lad that needed adopted, and I'd rather the wee lad had two attentive, loving parents, whether they're fucking
Two
gay,
daddies.
straight, or whatever,
Instead of having some fucking parents
rather than
that's looking
having
beating that
either
child.
nobody or two fuckwits that don't care. Because
Exactly.
the thing is, look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not making a judgment on anybody's lifestyle. See, the way I look at it, I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. See, as long as it's not affecting me,
Exactly.
and
That's
I
how I
don't
feel.
care what you are or what you do. And I don't mean, and really, please don't take us the wrong way, Colin. I'm an
No, no,
atheist. I don't
Mhm.
believe in religion or more to the point, organized religion. You know, I think there's a big difference between somebody's personal faith and an institution, and I don't care whether it's fucking
Uh-oh.
Roman Catholic, Presbyterian, Free Presbyterian, Methodist, fucking Orthodox, Jewish, anything. I don't. The organized religions to me are bad, and they invariably are. But people's individual faith, I think I can separate from the institutions, if you get me. You know, so because anybody can believe whatever the fuck they want, and I don't care whether you or I believe in bananas or fucking apples. You know what I mean? And I find that about most things in life. I don't give a fuck if somebody else wants to, because I don't like people, PDAs, whether it's fucking a couple, a man and a woman, or fucking a girl, slightly different, quite like that, but or it's two fellas. You know what I mean? Whatever the fucking anybody else wants to do, as long as it's not affecting me, I
I
don't
gotta
give a
upgrade
fuck.
like you guys, man. Fucking
Sorry, I
like
would off on a bit of a
decade old.
tangent there. Apologies, but
Yeah.
I just when it comes to I'm quite libertarian. I suppose would probably be the American term. I
Yes,
just want to be
that's
left
it
alone.
right there. Libertarian.
I want to do. I
Yeah.
want to live
Not-
my
yep.
life.
I
I'm quite happy for anybody else to live whatever they want, as long as
That's
it's
how
not
I
feel.
bothering me.
No, I respect it. I respect what you're saying, but me personally, I'm the complete opposite. I do not believe in two daddies. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah.
For any child, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's just we can
I didn't know
agree.
that's what he said. I was,
You know,
So like I said, I grew up.
we're
Two
putting Captain
daddies!
in the corner.
two daddies, but
See, Captain, you're learning about politicians. You can't even be open-minded, and everybody puts you in a fucking corner anyway, man.
Yeah, but look,
He's for two daddies and three mamas, man.
no, I mean, the thing is, I mean, my brother thinks the gay thing is a genetic fault, and that's, and again, please don't judge me. I'm not. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, man.
He thinks
Yeah, I
it's
hear
a
you.
genetic, because genetics is a fuck up. Let's face it. You know what I mean? My genetics has brought me to this fucking useless body that I have now. You know, whereas
brother.
It's not useless. It's not useless, man.
where
We wouldn't be
Brad
talking
Pitt
to
gets
you.
all where
There's
Brad
always a
Pitt
purpose.
gets all the, but Brad Pitt gets all the good genes. You know what I mean? So it's a
Right?
yeah, it's a lottery. It's a crapshoot. You know, and
It is.
so there is an
Maybe there
argument
is a
for
God. That's why we met Captain.
yeah, and
You never
well,
know.
I don't know. For meeting me, it might be more the devil's work. I'm not sure, but
You know, I don't know.
You ain't
Yeah.
no damn devil, because you were. You would have been in different directions.
Man,
No.
let me tell you, the devil
But-
saved my ass because I thought I was Satan, and I lost 2 girls over it, and kids, and I thought it was because I'm a devil person, and ended up, and it worked out better for me and them. And,
what do you mean lost, Aubrey? Clarify.
I thought it was me, that caused the whole divorce and everything a decade ago or whatever. But and I was playing bands, smoking cigarettes, and giving a fuck for nothing, And
God, Joel.
anyway, it ended up it was never that. It was never that, and I met people. I've learned a lot of things in the last decade that I wouldn't have learned, man, if I'd have stayed with that in that hell that I thought was heaven. So it's how you distinguish hell and heaven, I guess. It's
I think in life, Aubrey, there's very little that's 100% one person's fault.
no, I agree. Yeah, it's never 100% one way or the other. Yep.
No, it's and don't get me wrong, sometimes
We're
some
all
people.
fucked up.
That's it. Everybody's got their flaws. None of us are perfect. Blake
Nobody's
thinks he's perfect, but
And that's what makes everybody interesting, if you think about it. Like you say, we want to be normal. If we're normal people, which there's no such thing as normal people, we'd be boring as shit.
I'm
It's like
normal.
us-
What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. It's like us meeting each personality of a different person. It makes things exciting for everybody to get along and get around, and
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
animals.
as far as I'm concerned, it's male and female. I'm not
Are we-
homophobic, but it's male and female.
No, I'm with you there. It's a
Yeah.
natural endorphins. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
two men cannot produce a baby. 2 women cannot produce a baby.
Face
know,
of snake, not me dog face.
yeah,
No,
but two
every-
women
We are
can
on the
produce the
internet.
best porn you'll ever see.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: I have grown up around gays, Mexicans, and not gays, Mexicans. What the fuck was that? Gays and lesbians. What the hell did I say Mexicans for? Shoot me.
I don't know, because
I
I
grew
grew
up
up with a
there
lot of
too.
Mexicans,
I
and
grew up there
they're
too.
not even related to what you just talked about.
Yeah, where did you get Mexicans from there?
But gays and lesbians, I grew up around them. My mom was a waitress, and where she worked at, that it was popular around there. But she had some straight people in there. But they were the sweetest people, the kindest people. They weren't out there hurting children. They weren't out there, hurting animals.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't out there murdering people. They weren't out. They were living life. That's what I think. You do what you do, and behind your closed doors, fine with me. Don't bring that shit my way. I know you are. I respect you. I'll be friends with you. Whatever. Just don't come at me. Hi, baby. No, because I
Oh,
like.
you would love that, Carla.
Shut
The,
up.
uh,
I like dip. That's what I like.
Carla,
Oh.
don't lie, you would like that.
Shut up. You too, Tom.
I did have once of a guy in New York try to pick me up. He kept calling me Cupcake, so he did. And he had his arms around me and all, and his mate looked at him and he went, he's only a wee short fella, you know, and his mate went, he's sure he's, you know, he's a big guy, you know, because I'm like 6'3" and stuff and always been heavy and stuff, but, and he looked, I swear he just slammed his arms around me, he looked up at me and went, yeah, I like him big, you know. Always made me laugh.
Nah. That's crazy world out there, folks. It's definitely a crazy world.
Yeah, but I say it's like, I don't care enough about other people. See, I mean, people I know I care about, but see, people I don't know, they could all die in fucking, you know, in an inferno for all I care. I only care about people I care about. And see, as
Right.
long as people aren't bothering me, I don't care what they're doing. I really don't.
So people like us that they're neutral, how do we handle what's going on right now with Russia, and do we stand back and just let them do their thing, or
I don't know.
I'm not going to believe what the American media is spilling,
Yeah, it's all part of the
and I'm
great.
not going to believe what Russian media is spilling because it's all advantageous to their own, you know.
Oh yeah, I
But,
fucked up. Look what Hobo said.
I don't believe either one of them. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, no,
so-
neither do I. It's all part of the great reset, you know, and then you get the mainstream media. The mainstream media is fooling everybody. So
It's
stay
not.
off it.
I don't believe an awful lot of what anybody tells me. You know, I don't care whether it's. I know CNN are flat out liars. I know Fox are completely biased. I know, you know,
It makes
you
shit
sort of
sound-
have to.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But-
Even Putin came out and said that we were lying over here. We were trying to use the chemical weapons and biological weapons as something to open basically a can of whoop ass.
Well,
because my first real job 20 years ago was demilling World War II chemical agents, mustard gas, VX. What was the other one? Anyway, we had three chemicals we were incinerating, and America was doing that over here. And the agreement was with the United Nations. If anyone ever opened one of those up in war, the United Nations, there was no questions. They we're at war. I mean, it's world war.
Yeah,
if they open that up.
But the
And-
UN,
but I feel like
toothless.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
exactly.
Americans are lying about it because Putin immediately jumped on there and said, "We're not doing that." You know, and I'm like, is he lying? I mean, I don't know. I think everybody's lying.
Yeah, but I was talking to I was talking to a Polish guy yesterday. Or sorry, today. No, yes, yesterday because it's Saturday here.
Oh shit!
And I was talking to him yesterday, and first time I'd met him, and we were talking a wee bit, and I just happened to say, look, he's been in Northern Ireland for about 15 years, but he's got family back home. And I said, are you worried about it? He says, yes, Poland's terrified because, you know, if Russia wins the war in Ukraine, which they will eventually, the worry is, will they stop at Ukraine? Because they took Crimea and they didn't stop. Took Crimea, and then they wanted Ukraine. If they take Ukraine, they'll want Poland. If they take Poland, they'll want Hungary, and that's my worry. Because and I don't mean to be a pessimist, but
yeah,
the world's and America is very much slipping back into isolation. I have
Weak.
too much vodka.
Weak.
Isolationism. No,
We're getting weak. Our administration is weak.
No, but it's not just that. It's the America First thing. It's even the Republican side of it. Stephen Kerr and all them are going, nah,
Yeah,
fuck it.
I'm
It's
not-
only Russia. Because it's isolationism. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I don't mean to blaspheme. Call him before you slap me.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But and that's what happened in the preamble to World War II. Everybody let Hitler do what he wanted because nobody wanted war, and we stood back and we let you know,
Hitler, fucking
Germany, and I mean Hitler walked into Sudetenland. He remilitarized the
we
Ruhr.
called him
Yeah,
in sports. We called him Little Man Syndrome, and Captain would know about. He knows those people.
yeah,
Little
but
Man
the
Syndrome. The littlest guy is the most dangerous motherfucker that you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, look at Napoleon.
It's the Napoleon complex. You know,
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
this high. You
That
know.
guy, even I don't know if y'all ever watched the ID channel in America, Joe Kenda. He said that is the most dangerous person you will ever approach is the
Yeah,
small
a short
guy.
arse. Yeah,
Yeah,
The small
short arse,
guy.
small
He said
dicky.
they will shoot you in the face, man. You got to watch.
but that's my main worry about the Ukraine thing at the minute. Will Russia stop there? And I think they might, because Ukrainians give them a bloody nose. Putin did not expect it to be this hard to take Ukraine.
What I think is, will the United Nations actually be united?
No,
Because I never have believed that in my entire life. I've never believed it.
They're not worth their salt. The United Nations. They're not worth their salt.
That's scary.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Alex, you brought this up. What? Go ahead. What do you think?
What do you
I
think,
brought this
Carla?
up.
What do you think, Carla?
What's Alex think?
I'm pleading the fifth.
Same.
Oh. Throw a log in the fire, Alex, and check on a clean album.
My worry is, I'm only saying this because somebody dragged it to this, but America have been the policeman of the world for the last 100 years, and a lot of Americans don't like that. So a lot of Americans want, the problem is America doesn't live on its own. If the rest of the world fucking goes to war, America suffers anyway. So America needs to prevent stuff like that. And the thing is, I mean, a big worry is, do China kick off because Russia's getting away with what they're getting away with?
Yeah, you get an alliance between, Russia, China, and then everybody's forgetting about North Korea. They just fired off a few things, testing them again.
Never forget about North Korea. Never.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a hat trick of an alliance. Those three get together, and then hey, let's see what happens. I'm hypothetically speaking.
And do you know what the most important thing about everything this weekend is?
Mm-hmm.
Joey's visiting Carla. It's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, he's coming here tomorrow. Well,
have you
today.
met Joey face to face before? No.
Nope.
That's going to be a
hope
system
she
shock
does
for
not
you.
meet him face to face.
I should get a video. I should have my camera set up, my phone set up. When I know he's coming, I'll have a phone set up when he walks in.
You
guys
have
see the
to.
thing?
You have
I
to
will.
record as much as you can of you
I'm
and
going
Joey.
to.
Ask.
And,
I'm going
and
to.
you
Well,
have
we're gonna be on live. We're gonna be on live, and then I'm gonna
Tomorrow
try to
night?
record as much as I can at the
Where
game.
the
Yeah,
hell's
we're gonna
Squirrel
be.
at?
Mm.
you
Squirrel.
you have
We're gonna
to.
be live
you
twice
have to-
tomorrow. During the
Right.
day, me and Joey, and then at night,
I thought you had a
we're
cooking
gonna get
show.
game, but oh no, that's the 26th of this month.
No, I thought you had a. So this is your channel. Do you have a cooking show or?
Yeah, this is I no, my channel is not just cooking, is just having fun, doing what I want. I can film certain things, but I try to do as much recipes as I can to put it towards a cooking show. It's just hard.
Have you not seen all the lesbian stuff that Carla puts up? No.
Captain, you're an ass.
Man,
But-
actually.
Hold on. On that note,
Me and my future fixing to be ex-wife.
Oh
were
no,
talking about
no!
this one
She's
time.
going to say something really cool here. She's got a video to release.
that note of what Captain said, I'm putting this private. So everybody stay there. I will see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow night when I get back. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
We're going to put a carpet rubbing.